I'm not gonna lie, I just had the best latte of my entire life, and all I could think about the whole time was thank God I'm not talking to anybody, because there is quite literally nothing worse than like talking to a boy and having to explain what you're doing when you're not doing anything. You know how in the beginning it's all just like small talk, like, oh, what'd you do today? What time did you wake up? All of that. Oh my God, when those questions are coming in and you have no answer. Okay guys, this is insane. This is insane. We're straightening it.
Boring.
Oh, I gotta hand it to you, sister. That's an awfully long way to tell the entire planet that you have nothing to do with your time. I mean, it's not at all surprising. You spent your youth chasing after a career and never once bothered to think that if you want a lasting relationship, you're going to have to do more than just watch reality television and not have a life outside of your marketing job. And now you're at the point where even if you do meet a dude, you don't have any hobbies. You don't have any interests. You don't have anything interesting to say, and you're just an all-around boring person. And I almost feel bad for the poor dude because he's got to pay for the dinner and drinks of a broad that's so boring that the only thing she has to talk about is how she doesn't even have a life.
You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! You are a one-hived mind twat waffle!
Never again will I pretend to be an easygoing, low-maintenance woman just to make someone feel comfortable doing the bare minimum. That is not who I am, and I will not shrink myself to make myself easier to handle. I love thoughtful gestures, flowers I don't have to ask for, dates I don't have to plan, love letters, long texts, sweet check-ins. I love feeling reassured, being prioritized, and being with someone who shows up fully for me. I love feeling adored and not just tolerated, and I'm done pretending I don't.
Right.
You know, I hate to break it to you, sister, but you were never easygoing. You may have ignored red flags and given all passes to the dudes you wanted and pretty much ruined your life in an endless blur of situationships and feminist propaganda, but you were most certainly never easygoing. You're pretty much just doing what every modern woman has been doing for the last decade and a half. Just treating men like crap as you demand they do everything while you provide nothing. I mean, if that's what you want, then more power to you. But you're forgetting something. Just because you demand this treatment doesn't mean a man is obligated to give it to you. In fact, it's quite the opposite. They're going to hear your spoiled entitlement and tell you that you're either splitting the dinner bell or you're getting the hell out of his bed. The men you want don't care about you, and the men you ignored aren't willing to reduce themselves to be with someone like you. You've pretty much guaranteed to spend the rest of your life in an endless state of spoiled tantrums and crippling loneliness. And when you consider how you squandered every single advantage you've had for the last 30 plus years, that's freaking saying something.
You blew it. Capiche?
So I would love to get married again, but now it seems like men don't want to get married anymore. Like, why is this? Can't we just get a prenup and be happy and be married? I get it where there's so many people that just live together and they live a married life, but they don't actually get married. Are people at least getting rings still? So at least you can show like I'm taken when you're out and about if you don't want to get married. What is the real reason men don't want to get married anymore? Is it money? Is it they've already had half of their stuff taken from a divorce, so they're bitter?
Idiots! It's simple!
Hey woman, you said it yourself. You've been married once, so you should freaking know by now. Men aren't getting married anymore because there's no point. A man has to put in all of the work when it comes to a relationship. He has to provide the money, the home, the food, the transportation, the round-the-clock protection, and all the other crap that you demand of him. And it's your duty just to wake up with a mild hangover and give him a doctorate thesis as to why you haven't been in the mood to have him play with your sloppy demon hole of crab-infested misery for the last 5 months. And at any point, you can file paperwork and ruin his life even further with a hellish divorce while demanding alimony and child support, not to mention the rampant shaming on the internet where you denigrate his character with lies just so you can achieve your week-long goal of becoming a TikTok influencer. So no, if you want a guy, you're gonna have to take what you can get. He's not going to give you another chance at ruining his life, and you're not getting a ring. The world doesn't care if you're taken. Most men are just gonna leave you alone, and the rest aren't going to care. They're going to hit on you regardless, so no, you're not getting a damn thing, and you're going to like it.
I'm really curious. I feel like the partnership that comes with marriage is just a little bit different than if you're just dating someone, because they can always cut bait and jump ship. because there's nothing to lose. When you do have like skin in the game, I feel like people would be more apt to like work through challenges, try to figure it out to stay together, versus if you're never married, it's easier just to be like, okay, fight and run away. But are guys really not wanting to get married anymore? Let me know in the comments.
You serious?
Hang on, did you seriously accuse a man of being bitter because his ex-wife took him for all he's worth in a divorce? Only a divorced woman can think that way. That man, if he's comfortable with dating again, he's not going to be bitter, he's cautious. He's not going to put himself in a situation with a woman whose loyalty and dedication has already been brought into question with her divorce history, which just proves that when you face those marital challenges, you won't try to figure it out. You'll cut and run the second your false sense of happiness has been compromised. You'll throw in the towel the second you don't get your way on something, or God forbid you have a husband who won't let you walk all over him. Dudes have plenty of legitimate reasons that they don't want to get married anymore, but you don't want to hear them. You just want to be told that it's all in your head and that plenty of men want to marry you. But I hate to break it to you, sister, there are tons of men who would rather shove their Johnsons into a light socket than be stuck in an elevator with you for 30 seconds, let alone an entire marriage.
Do you know who the finest women on the planet are?
No, and I don't care.
Not the girls who have Sampoco eyes. Not the girls that have cute little button noses. But the girls who have toe thumbs. Oh, wait. Go ahead and Google some women who have toe thumbs. They are the hottest toddies to ever grace this planet. I'll wait.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
Well, I guess I gotta give you some credit, woman. You're proud of your toe thumbs. Congratulations. Now, I personally have no idea what in the hell toe thumbs even are, and I'm not even going to Google it to try to figure it out. It's too much work, and there's no real useful knowledge to be had in an endeavor like that, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm just going to assume that you're making an Ali Sheedy Breakfast Club reference, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. With that being said, I have no idea what kind of point you're trying to prove here, woman. I mean, you seem to have a significantly massive investment in the concept of toe thumbs. And if that's the hill where you're gonna lay your claim, then nobody's stopping you, because nobody really freaking cares. I gotta let you know, this pathetic attempt at overcompensation isn't going to help the fact that you have freakishly long toes that would make even Peggy Hill feel secure by comparison.
Oh yeah!
They know what they're doing. When they ignore you for 8 hours straight and give you a dry reply or give you lame excuses, and when they finally reply back and you're like, oh, maybe I'm just overthinking it, no babe, they know what they're doing. When they give you crumbs of attention, just enough for you to stay but not enough to make you feel secure, you crash out when they're not giving you anything, but then you're suddenly kicking your feet giggling when they finally give you the bare minimum. Trust me, they know what they're doing. When they give you a backhanded compliment and then laugh about it, and then you're like, that was kind of weird. Was that a compliment? They know what they're doing. Stop giving people the benefit of the doubt when they're doing it over and over again. It's not miscommunication, it's not bad communication. They're literally just playing you. They love seeing you react. People don't just accidentally disrespect you. They're comfortable doing it because you let them.
Wow, that's fantastic work, man. You have the wisdom of a 6,000 or 7,000-year-old man. That's fantastic. We don't have to fill up the whole blackboard after all.
Well, what in the hell were you expecting, woman? I mean, let's just break things down here. You're not going after good average men. Those dudes would actually respect you if you gave them a legitimate chance. No, you're going after Chad, Tyrone, Raphael, Marco, Pookie, Ray, Gavin, Nigel, Chang, Wang, Takeda, and Sticky Sanchez. And those dudes are going to talk to you however the hell they want. And they're not going to mince words. They really don't have to. And you should feel honored. If they breadcrumb you, it's because they find you tolerable. But how can this guy send you text messages when he's too busy texting the other 20 chicks in his roster? I mean, woman, this is exactly what you wanted. You wanted the freedom to go after these guys, and you told the proud members of the illustrious Bottom 95% Club to leave you alone as you decide to make what I can only assume is the 37th mistake in your never-ending series to screw up your life as much as humanly possible. You got exactly what you wanted, sister, and all it cost you was your youth, your dignity, your self-respect, your looks, your confidence, your sanity, and your ability to smell clean.
It's quite pungent.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, it's a formidable scent. Stings the nostrils.
You want to actually bruise that man's ego? Crashing out, sending paragraphs, and looking crazy is not how you do it. This is how you actually do it. Save this and send this to all of your friends. Number 1. Become a phantom. A woman's energy is incredibly validating. Don't believe me? Why do you think men catcall women in the streets of New York? Negative attention is still attention. Let him starve, because your absence and your silence will cut deeper than anything you could ever possibly say. Step 2, elevate publicly. Men get so pissed when you don't look like what they put you through, and when they realize they didn't stop shit. When you are focused on your fitness, your business, you start to develop this glow, okay? Your glow up is the proof, and there are certain messages that can only be delivered through the results that you create.
Madre Dios, have mine ears bewitched me with whispers of Xanadu?
Hold the phone. Let me get this straight. You mean to tell me that the best way to humble a man is to leave him alone, let him enjoy his peace, and deny him the sight of you? Well, be still my beating heart. Woman, yes, please, I'm begging you, humble every single man you can find with this piece of advice. I'm sure we're all going to be feeling the humility when we're hanging out over at Skeeter's house. So get this, Skeeter ended up with this novelty-sized crossbow as a present from a king from an obscure foreign nation that nobody can pronounce properly. I mean, this thing was huge. It was almost the size of a ballista, but it only launches Nerf arrows. But you know Skeeter, right? The only thing better than messing around with a giant crossbow is to have one on a dolly rig and taking foam dart pot shots at the drones that Skeeter got the last time he received a kingly visit. Nothing makes you feel more humble than trying to shoot down a moving drone with a mobile crossbow. But get this, it gets even better. He went down to the local Scottish Legion and convinced the bagpipers to play a rendition of Highway to the Danger Zone entirely on bagpipes while riding the unicycles, and paid them entirely in haggis. I'm telling you, woman, you really got to try to humble us more often.
And step 3, leave him with no closure. Closure is not found through a last conversation you have with him. Closure is found by closing the gap between where you are now and where you need to be. Because when he starts to notice your energy shifting, he's going to do something because he feels you slipping through his fingers. He's going to try and trigger you. Whatever you do, understand this is not an invitation for you to prove your worth. This is your final exam from the universe asking you, are you ready for your dream life, or are you still going to flirt with the past? Leave him in the past where he belongs, fully commit to your future, and never look back.
Well, all right.
Oh, Well, I don't see how you can say that you're ready to stop flirting with the past when every single thing you're doing is designed to spite a man who never gave a shit about you in the first place. I mean, men don't really operate that way. If he dumps you, then he's got a reason. And there aren't enough gym pics, Botox injections, or trips to Europe that you can take that's ever going to change that. Hell, the whole point of why you're even pulling this crap stunt is because you're trying to get back at a dude for hurting you. If you were really ready for this dream life of yours, you wouldn't be bothering to get his attention at all. You'd, be too busy living your life to give a crap about what some ex thinks of you. But you're a modern woman, so it's impossible for you to move forward in life unless you get the last laugh after the last laugh, and the final laugh after you're done laughing the last laugh. When it's kind of difficult for you to laugh when that dude you're trying to spite stopped listening and is already on to the next chick. Sorry, woman, your ability to get payback against this guy is just like your ability to get quality tattoos. It's pretty much impossible.
Men are so quick to be like, oh my gosh, the birth rate is declining. What are we gonna do? Why aren't women settling down and having kids? Every time I have a talking stage, I get love bombed for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I get either ghosted or they say they've met someone else. The last time I was talking to someone, we hung out consistently for 5 weeks straight. We talked about our futures, we talked about our jobs, like where we want to live one day, not together, but like separately. And 5 weeks later, he sends me a lovely little text saying he met someone else and he wants to see where it goes with someone else. And then when that someone else texted me and asked if we were hanging out previously, he threatened to delete my nudes. But it's my fault. It's my fault that the birth rate's declining. Stop blaming the women. It's the men's problem.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
This is the worst thing I've seen today.
Well, no, it's really everybody's problem, and I really don't think it's fair that you can blame us for not having kids when you keep choosing the wrong men. I mean, you saw a dude for 5 weeks, and judging what we know about modern women, we all know that this was a situationship. This guy was hung up on another broad, and you made a convenient bed warmer for the time being. You sent him nudes, you slept with them, and then automatically assumed that you were going to be together forever. But you're forgetting something. The dude clearly had options, and he was looking elsewhere about 3 days into your 5-week stint, and you used this incredibly stupid example to blame all of us for the declining birth rates. But I don't see how it can be us when you and your kind aren't exactly lining up to want to get with us. And the mere idea of breeding with someone you deem beneath you is insulting. And even if you do end up having to get with an average man, you're gonna hate that child as well as the man who fathered him. So anyway you slice it, with or without kids, you are doing more than your fair share when it comes to destroying society, woman.
Thanks. That's nice.
You know what sucks for attractive people? It sucks because when an attractive person is nice or kind, people take that as flirting. It's kind of fucked up, but I mean, it is just the truth of reality. Like, especially women, okay? Being an attractive woman, and I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking in general. Attractive women who are nice and empathic have it very hard, very fucking hard, because they're trying to basically just be a soul and have empathy and, you know, be kind. But so many people take that as flirtatiousness or, you know, being attracted to somebody or wanting somebody. And it's just so disheartening. It really is freaking annoying because a lot of us just love to learn and understand people while other people take that as like flirtatiousness. And obviously there's a line. Like you can tell when someone is genuinely flirting with you. And then there's a lot of people that they can't even tell the difference. But I'm just saying, attractive people who have a lot of empathy and are kind have it really fucking hard because they're always being confused as people that are flirting or like wanting you.
Old.
Old?
Old.
Oh my god, woman, you really want to go there? Alright, fine, I'm down. You're really trying to take a serious issue that affects men and make it about you and your hyper-inflated sense of beauty. You see, the proud members of the illustrious Bottom 95% Club were deemed by modern women to be unwashed serfs who were not to be seen nor heard unless you needed someone to help you move a fridge or when you need someone to blame for your train wreck of a life. So naturally, those men don't get much in terms of any form of recognition to the point where if they receive a genuine compliment from somebody, it pretty much creates a flashbulb memory that he'll remember for literally years. So if a woman is being nice to him, yeah, it's fairly easy to confuse that with someone who's genuinely interested in him. This is a major problem because it shows how little attention dudes actually get out there. Men spend their lives getting mocked and ridiculed by creatures like you, and when you say that we make things worse when we can't tell if you're being nice or not, well then I guess that's a moot point because let's face it, woman, you're so over the hill that not even the average dudes want you bothering them. And you know I want to give a personal shout out and thanks to the fine members of the Bounty Board over on Patreon. These guys are the Super Nintendo of patrons. They're classic, awesome, and no matter what you do, they're always going to be on top for decades to come. All hail! And if you're interested in supporting the channel, check out the Bounty Board over on Patreon, where $5 a month gets you access to exclusive content you're not going to find on YouTube. And that's going to do it for today's video, gentlemen and gents. And as always, if you find that my particular brand of comedy is bringing you to the brink of laughter, then why don't you scroll on down and click that like and subscribe button, ring the notification bell, leave a couple of comments, and be sure to share this video so we can give the good old-fashioned middle finger to the YouTube algorithm. Thank you once again for checking out the new video, gentlemen and gents, and until next time, peace out, homies.